I surrender to this space. I surrender to our community of both of us and the one who is invisible amongst us. Just absolute surrender.
The word silence and clarity kind of go together, I think, and that beautiful image of how when things can settle, right? And how often do I allow myself to stop, to allow things to settle, so that I become settled. And I think until I lived that, until I really embraced that, I was lost. I think along the way, the spiritual guides, not necessarily spiritual directors. In fact, my first spiritual director was a book. You know, it was when in my seeking and being lost and my unsettledness, I desperately looking for people, looking for guides, looking for mentors, and no one could really answer my deeper question, even though I was perhaps not asking even the right question. I didn't even know what I was asking. And what was interesting was that whether I spoke to a priest or I spoke to lay people, no one could quite get what I was asking. In fact, they were all trying to fix or come up with answers to solve this problem, or rather than see it as a mystery in a sense. And I think it was Henry Nouwen actually. It was his books that was so spot on. I think he was my first spiritual director in that sense, but it spoke to my heart. And I think that was the first time I actually felt settled. I felt that the rocks and the sand and everything that needs to settle could settle. And I never found, I mean, that really spoke to me and actually gave me hope to continue to seek real life spiritual directors or guides. Yeah.
I think that reminder of the most basic thing throughout the journey, and I say basic in that whether we use the word prayer or meditation, is that now rather than making decisions, just not only weighing the pros and cons, but it's so crucial to take it into this space of silence, space of openness, space of meditation and contemplation, and just kind of sit with it and just, it's like the image of water and all the stuff, the dirt, the stones, everything just kind of sinks down and clarity comes to the surface.
My entry into some kind of awakening began actually with having to deal with death and something very difficult actually, kind of like threw the orbit, brown certainty into chaos actually, because never really that broke into my life in that sense and made me become more aware of a deeper reality. Made me more aware of what life really is. I mean, that caused me to start seeking meaning, and actually helped me to see that really the little purposes that I've been seeking in my life, I mean, were just but a step towards something deeper and meaning. Without this emptiness, how can we experience fullness? And it resonates deeply with me, and it's this whole, whilst in the head, I can hold paradox, but how often can I embrace it here? I guess it's not even the issue of acceptance, but I think the issue here is, can I embrace it? And I hear as you speak about, as you're describing your journey and how that as we embrace, we are embraced.
Yeah, absolutely. That is totally the image that I'm getting, that actually we are the one being embraced. And the space is, it's like this image I once got. Like now I say it's like being embraced by the universe. But this journey was like, for example, one of this amazing imaginative prayer thing that I had was that I ran towards Jesus and embraced him. And as we got together, stars flew out into the universe. It's like union with God, with us humble human beings, creates the stars in the universe.
Yeah.
So it's like we create the stars, but likewise the universe embrace us. Yeah. I just have to go, wow, on that. Yeah.
What else can you do?
Yeah.
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 Yeah.